Everyone knows Santa Claus as the big guy in the red suit. But today, we're going to eat like the actual Santa Claus. Not the American Coca-Cola version, but the man himself, Saint Nicholas of Myre. Not sure if that's how you pronounce. And this is my friend Glenn, and he's a follower of Christ like me. And we have 3 goals for this video. Number 1, to understand who Saint Nicholas actually was and how he became the Santa Claus that we know today. Number 2, how his diet actually looked like. We're not only gonna eat it, but we actually gonna cook the food that Saint Nicholas would eat at his time. And we're gonna understand better about his diet since he was a Christian. Did he eat like Jesus Christ, or he was actually fat and eat milk with cookies? Finally, after we cook all this food, we're gonna go give the food away to the people near my church. And that's what Glenn is gonna help me, because he's the one that introduced me to this community. But before we're cooking anything, we need to understand who Saint Nicholas truly was. Nicholas was born in the 3rd century in a coastal town, what we now know as Turkey. He grew up in a Christian family, and after his parents died, he inherited the wealth of the family and immediately began giving away everything to the poor. Does that sound familiar to you? Because the idea of this video is not only understand who he was, eat like he did, but give away like he used to do. Yeah, this is where the legendary gift giving idea comes from. Nicholas wasn't sneaking down chimneys. He was secretly helping people who couldn't help themselves. That's how the original, real, actual Santa Claus actually became the one we know today. At a young age, he became a bishop. His life was about prayer, fasting, generosity, and pointing people to Christ. Looks like a very traditional Christ to me. The stories we know, he was known as the wonder worker, but he never wanted attention. Everything he did was to imitate Christ. His life was based on giving, giving, and giving, helping and giving. And over the centuries, the real Christian slowly turned into the Santa Claus we know today, in the red suit, eating cookies and milk more than 1,000 of years ago. Okay, now that we know who he actually was, let's talk about his diet.
Welcome to my kitchen!
Today I'm with my friend Glenn.
It's a pleasure.
He's a follower of Christ like I am. Santa Claus was a follower of Christ. He ate pretty much like Jesus in the Mediterranean, and that's what we have here today. This is not necessarily the healthiest food in the planet, but it's what Santa Claus ate. Correct. It's what he had access to. So let's start with,
let's prepare.
You can start with the sardines.
Okay.
When I first thought about this video, like eating like Santa Claus, I was like, well, what better way to be Santa Claus himself by actually giving away the food and giving away the food for a community that actually needs, you know?
I love the feeling of just giving and putting a smile on somebody. Tell them that Jesus loves them. Like,
yeah,
we're giving them a baggie of goodies and food and stuff, and they're feeling great, you know? And then you're asking them about their name, what they're doing, like, they're feeling like, wow, somebody cares about me, you know?
Exactly. Okay, talking about the food itself. We have fennel here. Fennel was very common back then. Glenn already got the sardines ready to go. We have onions that I'm gonna cut right now, and we're gonna make an olive paste. Cook with love and everything will taste good. Okay, you squeeze the lemons.
Done.
So you guys can make this at home if you want to eat like actual Santa Claus. I'm gonna make a paste of all of us now, and we actually have the sardines. Remember, it doesn't need to look good, it needs to taste good. So
100%.
That's the actual secret.
You're right, you're right.
And we're gonna make the sandwich, guys. So the idea is that, you know, Santa Claus used to eat a lot of like traditional things for his era. So wine, olives, flatbread, olives, like I said, olive oil, sardines, a lot of fish in the diet, some lamb as well. But I was like, what can we do for them? And it's gonna be simple. And I think the easiest, simple way was like, let's make a sandwich. You know, even though I cannot imagine Jesus eating a sandwich itself, you know, by actually grabbing the bread and the bread with his hand and like grabbing the pieces. And we're gonna mix in there some of classic Jesus sweetener, honey from the mother's nature, you know. And we're gonna cut these olives. Nothing here needs to be fancy, guys. See, you can eat all these. Probably cost me like $40. So literally, you can eat healthy.
And you know how many sandwiches we will have?
Yeah, we're gonna make like more than 20 sandwiches for sure.
100%.
Yeah, so with all these, you can make healthy, quality food and eat like literally Jesus. This man just came from a workout. I was gonna
I'm hungry too, trust.
I swim in the morning. That's another thing you guys do. If you wanna follow like Santa Claus, instead of just cooking and giving away, you gotta exercise.
Hell yeah.
Because he was walking everywhere. And also in the kitchen, there's no rules. You see, I didn't tell him any measurements. We're just throwing ingredients together. You guys can literally make this for Christmas, so.
Hell yeah.
Dude, you should try this. Look. like Jesus would eat. This is Jesus' diet.
Sure.
It's not your thing. So now we mix both. One thing I can guarantee you is healthy. So while he's mixing, one of the things that we're gonna tell you guys is that, you know, from a dietitian perspective, from a nutritionist perspective, St. Nicholas actually had a pretty balanced diet. You know, a balanced diet will be a little bit of carbs, a little bit of fats, a little bit of protein. So a little bit of everything together. He ate very nutrient-dense foods like fruits and dry stuff, dates, sardines, see? Bread, a Mediterranean style diet, pretty much like we know nowadays. Whole grains. So yeah, it was a very truly balanced diet. All right, so let's make this.
So it's as if
You can close it. I told him to put less. He's like, no, I want people to eat. Because we're gonna be serving the food exactly. So the brand and
you gotta keep going.
of nutrition. Before we go give away the food, we gotta try the food.
And this is how
Cheers.
we would create it. Jesus tacos.
This is tacos.
They're actually good. No way.
I can see like Jesus eating like the bread, catching the bread with the food like that, you know.
But it does taste good.
Now I know why Santa Claus was so generous, because he's always loaded on energy, you know. So now that we have cooked and eaten like the real Santa Claus, it's time to live like him. Because Santa wasn't defined by his food, he was defined by his generosity. The whole Santa tradition started because Nicholas quietly helped people who had nothing.
We're here.
People are lined up.
The good thing about this is it's a community. So yeah, we could have a restaurant that sponsors. We have Publix that sponsors.
Hey, you want a sandwich? Yeah? Jesus sandwich. A Jesus sandwich. A taco. There we go. Enjoy, brother. Have a blessed day. There we go. There we go. Have a good day, sir. Sandwich. They're loving it. They're like, what is a digital sandwich? I'm like, love sandwich, made with love. Look, empty bag. Let's see if we can get someone to try now, to see if they actually like what tastes like crap. Yeah, it's bread, some fish, some vegetables.
He called it
Made with
Jesus
love.
sandwich. Yeah, he called it
Jesus
like
sandwich.
Jesus sandwich.
Jesus sandwich. Try a bite. Let me know. Let me know what you think. You know, honest opinion, honest opinion. We made it with a lot of love. See, vegetables and stuff. Yeah,
Good.
it's healthy. You're going one too, yeah? There you go.
This is good. All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know why it's called the Jesus sandwich? It's because it's made with ingredients that Jesus would eat. So Jesus would eat all of us, sardines, bread, vegetables, only thing that he would eat. Yeah. Very good. Very good. See, made with and love, a lot of love.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
I did it. My hands are full.
God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, I appreciate.
God bless.
Appreciate. We made it. They love it. I mean, he approved. You know, he approved. Listen, I'm gonna start a campaign for money. I'm telling them, and all the money that we get, we're gonna cook more meals. Not this year, but next year, and come back and donate all that money.
Every
So,
Saturday.
donate and subscribe, because if you subscribe, I can give more food to people, and I can have more people, more athletes.
Yeah.
Like we just helped Glenn with the electrolytes.
Yes, sir. Literally.
Yeah.